I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Las Vegas Live. I'm your host, Adam Torres, and each and every week we bring you the top 10 things to do in Las Vegas, along with what's new. This show is sponsored by Vegas Near Me, which was built to be the easiest place to explore everything happening in Las Vegas. VegasNearMe.com is the source, and what really sets Vegas Near Me apart is scale. Most entertainment sites only list events they directly sell tickets for. VegasNearMe.com attempts to list every ticket, show, and event in Las Vegas. Most weeks, 600 to 1,000 upcoming shows, often several times more than any other source. Definitely check out VegasNearMe.com. All right, moving into what's new in Las Vegas this week. David Copperfield's 25-year Las Vegas run is ending. The final show is April 30th, one of the longest and most profitable entertainment residencies in Las Vegas history is in its final weeks. David Copperfield announced in early March that his 25-year run at MGM Grand will end on April 30th, 2026, and his shows are running right now as part of a 120 performance closing stretch. Copperfield began at MGM Grand in 2000 after 5 earlier Las Vegas years, making his total run in the city more than 3 decades. In that time, over 7 million people from nearly every country in the world attended his show at the 740-seat David Copperfield Theater inside MGM Grand, a theater named after him in 2013. He performed as many as 15 shows per week, year after year, making this one of the most relentless production schedules any entertained anywhere in live performance. The financial scale is extraordinary, estimated at over $1 billion in ticket revenue across 25 years, with Copperfield owning the production outright. Forbes has recognized him as the most commercially successful magician in history. His departure marks a genuine shift in what the MGM Grand entertainment floor looks like and raises real questions about what replaces a show that delivered consistent, reliable attendance for a quarter century. Copperfield has teased his next project as the largest I've ever tackled and most challenging. Whatever it is, he plans to announce it shortly after April 30th. There are roughly 3 weeks of performances remaining. Tickets run between $86 and $126. Shows run multiple times daily, and availability is still solid for most dates. This is definitely one of those shows that if you haven't been to it, you want to see it before it's gone. All right, I have to give you one of those hard rock guitar tower updates. I know we're all seeing it going up. Structural steel nearly complete. The Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Las Vegas guitar tower on the former Mirage site continues its rapid rise. At 36 of 42 stories poured as of mid-March, the structural steel frame is approaching completion, with blue glass cladding now installed through the 25th floor, giving the lower half of the guitar body its signature shimmer from the strip. The full 660-foot target height and distinctive guitar silhouette, neck, body, and strings clearly readable from Las Vegas Boulevard are coming into sharp focus. Hard Rock International targets a Q4 2027 opening for the full complex, which will include nearly 3,600 hotel rooms, 175,000 square feet of gaming, and multiple entertainment venues on the site of the former Mirage. Okay, let's dive into this week's top 10 things to do in Las Vegas. Number 10, Las Vegas Aviators Baseball. The Las Vegas Aviators are at Las Vegas Ballpark in Summerlin this week, and with the strip packed for Eagles, Bruno Mars, and the Frozen Four this weekend, the ballpark is an excellent alternative for visitors who want outstanding entertainment without competing with massive crowds. Las Vegas Ballpark is one of the top-rated minor league stadiums in the country, a beautiful modern facility in the heart of the downtown Summerlin district with the Spring Mountains on the western horizon for evening games and April weather that is about as good as outdoor baseball gets anywhere. The Aviators are the AAA affiliate of the Oakland Athletics, which means the baseball is played by players at or returning from the major league level. The Summerlin location gives visitors a chance to experience a well-established, thriving Las Vegas neighborhood that feels completely different from the Strip. Great restaurants and bars in the surrounding district, a local community energy, and none of the tourist corridor noise. This is Las Vegas as a real city. Starting at $26, this is the best entertainment value on the board this week by a significant margin. Number 9, Wizard of Oz at Sphere. The Wizard of Oz runs daily at Sphere throughout the week, and this week it holds an interesting scheduling position. Monday through Thursday, it is the only production at Sphere, running 2 shows per evening at 5 and 8 p.m. On Friday and Saturday, the Eagles take the 8:30 p.m. slot, but the Wizard of Oz still runs morning shows at 11 a.m. and 1:45 p.m. on both days, which creates one of the most compelling Sphere experiences available. See the Wizard of the Oz in the afternoon, then the Eagles' final show in the evening. 2 completely different Sphere productions in one day on one of the last 2 days the Eagles will ever perform there. For anyone who wants to experience Sphere but does not have Eagles tickets, Monday through Thursday offers a clean, unhurried window. The 160,000 square foot wraparound LED surface transforms the Wizard of Oz into something unlike any other cinema or theatrical experience in the world. Number 8, Tracy Morgan, Westgate, Las Vegas. Tracy Morgan performs at the International Theater at Westgate on Saturday night, and Tracy Morgan Live is one of those recommendations that tends to produce a specific response. People who went described it as one of the funniest nights they have ever had, and people who didn't go wish they had. Morgan is a singular force. His physical timing, his improvisational instincts, and his willingness to go absolutely anywhere in a room makes every performance genuinely unpredictable and impossible to replicate. 3 decades of a career that has included Saturday Night Live, his beloved role as Tracy Jordan on 30 Rock, a near-fatal 2014 highway accident that he eventually turned into material, and a current status as a touring headliner who draws enthusiastic crowds across every demographic. The International Theater is a historically significant room, the same stage where Elvis Presley held his Vegas residency, and it suits Morgan's energy well. One night only, Saturday, April 11th, 8 p.m. Tickets start around $60. Check out vegasnearme.com for the listing. Number 7, Joe Satriani and Steve Vai, Satch Vai Band. For every guitar player and serious music fan, Saturday night at Virgin Hotels is an event that cannot be replaced. Joe Satriani and Steve Vai performing together as Satch Vai Band with animals as leaders. To understand the weight of that, Satriani and Vai are widely considered 2 of the greatest living rock guitarists. Satriani sold over 10 million albums as an instrumental artist and holds the record for most Grammy nominations by an instrumental rock guitarist. He also taught Vai before Vai became one of his peers. They are each other's most respected equals. The Satch Vai project is a deliberate, uncompromising celebration of virtuosic guitar playing, 2 masters sharing a stage and pushing each other in real time. Animals as leaders, the opening act, are themselves one of the most technically acclaimed instrumental bands in progressive metal, making this an evening entirely dedicated to guitar playing at its absolute highest level. For anyone who plays, studies, or simply deeply respects extraordinary musicianship, this show will be talked about for years. The theater at Virgin Hotels is a strong, mid-sized room on the east end of the Paradise Road corridor with solid sound and good sightlines. Saturday, April 11th at 7 p.m. Tickets start around $85. Number 6, FKA Twigs Body High Tour. FKA Twigs brings her Body High Tour to the Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan this Friday, and this is the most artistically adventurous show on the board this week outside of Sphere. Talia Debrett Barnett, performing as FKA Twigs, has built one of the most critically acclaimed bodies of work in contemporary music, sitting precisely at the intersection of art, pop, R&B, electronic music, and performance art. Her shows are not concerts in any conventional sense. They are choreographed visual and physical events in which music, movement, and staging operates as a single unified artistic statement. The pole artistry she performs live deserves specific mention because it is genuinely remarkable. An athletic and balletic practice elevated far beyond its origins, performed with the precision and fluidity of a classically trained dancer. It is part of a show that audiences consistently described as unlike anything they've ever seen before. Her albums, LP1, Magdalene, and the mixtape Capra Songs have made her one of the most discussed and influential artists working in music today. The Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan is the ideal room for this. Around 1,800 seats, intimate club atmosphere, excellent production capabilities, with some of the best dining and bar options on the center of the strip surrounding it. One night only, Friday, April 10th at 8 p.m. Tickets start at $109. Visit vegasnearme.com for the full listing. Number 5, Viva Las Vegas Rockabilly Weekend. Viva Las Vegas Rockabilly Weekend takes over the Orleans Hotel and Casino for 4 straight days, and this is one of the most genuinely unique events in the entire Las Vegas annual calendar. The largest rockabilly festival in the world. Tens of thousands of devoted enthusiasts arrive from across the country and internationally, and they bring everything. Vintage custom cars from the 1940s and 1950s fill the Orleans parking arenas in what becomes one of the most spectacular car shows in the Southwest. Period-correct dress covers every corner of the hotel, and multiple stages run back-to-back music from morning until late night across every shade of rockabilly, psychobilly, surf, and swing. The pool party has become one of the most photographed Las Vegas events of any year. The combination of custom cars, live music, pinup contests, and the full costumed crowd makes it virtually extraordinary. Saturday night's burlesque show is one of the most talked about events of the weekend. Sunday afternoon car show judging draws serious collectors alongside people who have never heard the word rockabilly and simply cannot look away. You do not need to know this music to have a remarkable experience here. You just need to walk through the Orleans on any of these 4 days. Starting at $45, 4 days of programming, vegasnearme.com has the full listing. Number 4, Nate Bargatze, 4 nights at Encore Theater, Wynn. Nate Bargatze plays 4 consecutive nights at the Encore Theater at Wynn this week. By every measurable standard, Bargatze is the most commercially successful stand-up comedian in the world right now. He has the highest one-year gross ever recorded by any comedy performer in 2025, Grammy Award for Best Comedy Album, host of the Emmy Awards, new ABC game show, a film he co-wrote in production, and the highest-rated comedy special debut in Amazon history. All of that, and the shows are completely clean. That cleanliness is not a limitation. It is precisely why he has built the audience he has. Bargatze's observational, family-friendly style make him the rarest thing in stand-up, a comedian who works for every person in the room regardless of age, background, or sense of humor. His material comes from real life. Tennessee roots, family, the specific, ordinary awkwardness that everyone recognizes and almost nobody talks about. 15 appearances on The Tonight Show, and audiences consistently say the live show is funnier than any of the specials. Wednesday and Thursday nights are the recommendation for anyone who cannot get Eagles or Bruno Mars tickets. World-class entertainment on nights when the city is slightly less packed. Friday and Saturday offer the full Wynn evening around the show. All 4 nights are at vegasnearme.com. Number 3, NCAA Men's Frozen Four, first time ever in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is hosting the NCAA Men's Frozen Four for the first time in history this week. The Frozen Four is to college hockey what the Final Four is to basketball. The national semifinals and championship that determine the season's national champion. It has never been held in Las Vegas before. Thursday's 2 semifinals narrow the field. Saturday's title game at 2 p.m. settles who wins the national championship. T-Mobile Arena is purpose-built for this occasion. It is home of the Vegas Golden Knights, an NHL franchise, which means the ice surface, the sight lines, the sound systems, And the arena atmosphere for hockey in that building are world class. College hockey at its highest stakes level in one of the finest hockey arenas in the country, in a city hosting the event for the first time. The combination is worth marking. The Saturday timing is exceptional. The championship game starts at 2 p.m. and ends well before the Eagles' 8:30 p.m. and Bruno Mars' 7 p.m. start time. Frozen Four National Championship in the afternoon, then the biggest concert choice of the spring in the evening. That is an extraordinary Las Vegas Saturday. Number 2, Bruno Mars, the Romantic Tour. The same 2 nights the Eagles close out Sphere for the last time, Bruno Mars is filling Allegiant Stadium for the Romantic Tour, his first full headline stadium run in nearly a decade. This is one of those only in Las Vegas situations. 2 era-defining entertainment events happening simultaneously on the same 2 evenings, and you have to choose. There's no wrong answer. Both are extraordinary. Bruno Mars is one of the most complete live performers working anywhere in music right now. Full band, horn section, choreography that works as well in a 65,000-seat stadium as it would in an intimate club, and a catalog that crosses every genre boundary. Uptown Funk, Just the Way You Are, 24K Magic, Grenade, That's What I Like, Treasure, Finesse, Leave the Door Open. The Romantic Tour has generated extraordinary reviews at every stop, and Las Vegas gets 2 nights. For listeners who cannot get Eagles tickets or who caught the Eagles on a previous run, Bruno Mars at Allegiant is the move, starting at $273 Friday and Saturday. Number 1, the Eagles at Sphere, the last 2 shows ever. The Eagles are performing at Sphere this Friday and Saturday, and these are the final 2 shows of their entire residency. Not just this run, but the entire chapter. The residency launched in the fall of 2024 and ran for 56 performances. It became one of the most celebrated entertainment events in the history of the Sphere by wide consensus, one of the greatest concert experiences Las Vegas has ever hosted. After Saturday, April 11th, it is permanently closed, no return engagement, no encore. This is the end. Hotel California, Desperado, Take It Easy, Life in the Fast Lane, one of the deepest rock catalogs in American music history, performed inside a 160,000 square foot wraparound LED environment that turns every song into a full cinematic event. The desert imagery, the California landscapes, the specific visual worlds built for each track have moved audiences to tears and standing ovations at every single performance. People who saw the show in September 2024 bought tickets again for March 2026. That is what this residency has been. Ticket starts at $383 and availability for the final 2 nights is limited. Go to vegasnearme.com right now to grab your tickets. That wraps up the top 10 things to do in Las Vegas this week. Big thanks to our sponsor, Vegas Near Me, for bringing us this list and making this possible. If you haven't gone there to pick up your tickets yet or to book your travel, definitely do that. Vegas Near Me has the largest catalog of concerts and things going on in Las Vegas. That's it for this week. I'm your host, Adam Torres, and I can't wait to see you next week on Las Vegas Live for our next list of top 10 things to do.